Hi everyone, welcome to this month's segment on quality. Today I thought it was very important to put out another video on the proper way of priming a windshield and also the proper way to use the primer applicator stick. So with that said, today we're going to get into a little bit about the reasons why we use that applicator stick and properly prime a windshield. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and I'll show you how to get a Sika power clean and how we tear these in pieces to go ahead and prime. We have a box of them here. If you look at these power cleans, they have perforated lines on the side. There's two of them. So what you want to do is right at the perforated line is pinch it together and tear it right there. Same thing on the other side. Pinch it together, tear it right at the perforated line. We end up with three pieces. The center piece is not perforated, so we can use that one to do our decontamination of the windshield. So at this point I'll go ahead and show you how to put this onto the primer applicator stick, but another good idea would be to take an empty Sika power clean box and store some extra pieces in it, ready to go for priming. Okay, so we'll take one of our Sika power cleans, and what we want to do is take our applicator stick and we want to put it into the end, not the sides, but into the end. We don't want to plunge it in because it won't stick. Just put it right dead center and start to screw it in. Screw it in till it bottoms out, and now we're ready to put it into our can of 207 primer and start priming.
Action.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead now, folks, and show you how to properly prime the windshield using our applicator stick. We'll go ahead and get our primer. How long do we shake our 207 primer? You are correct, 10 seconds after the ball rattles. So we want to go ahead and shake this for 10 seconds after we hear the ball rattle, but another important factor is make sure we put a date on the can when we open it. Very important, because we don't want to use expired products. So we're going to go ahead and shake this for 10 seconds. Okay, another important thing I want to show you is a process that we were using was taking a pad and putting it to the can and tilting our can to prime. This process we no longer want to use. We're spilling primer, we're wasting product, so this process is no longer in use. We want to make sure that we're using the primer applicator stick with the pad on the end going forward. So I'll go ahead and show you how to prime this now. Going to remove our inner cap, and we're going to take our primer applicator stick and we want to put it down into the can. This is important. This is why we screwed it into the end of the pad, because if you put it in the side, the pad wouldn't fit into the can. So we put it in the end, it fits right down into the can. Dip our pad into the primer, make sure it's not too oversaturated. Bring it out and make sure we put our inner cap back on and we screw the top cap on. So now we can go ahead and prime our windshield. We can start down here at the bottom. We want to lay it flat just like this and not too much pressure, because we don't want to over prime when we first start, because it'll leave a heavy coat of primer. Just go along nice and slow. And now when we get to the side, now our frit band gets a little narrower, so what we want to do is rotate our applicator stick and prime right up the side just like that. Come across the top. Again, coming to this side, start to rotate our primer stick. And this is how you properly prepare a windshield for primer. Okay everybody, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this month's video on how to prime a windshield and the proper way of using the primer applicator stick. If you have any questions, please reach out to your quality manager and we'll be glad to help you. Thanks everybody.